Welcome to the morning stretch, everyone. We are streaming live right now,
live.
guys.
Woo-hoo.
Wow, I'm Tricia Sloma.
Let's go.
That's Matt Engelbrecht. I'm Amanda.
Yeah.
Amanda Perkowski.
This is big. This is big.
Hey, guys, how you doing? New Year's resolution still hanging in there?
I think we're moving to that February resolution.
See,
as you start,
I gave you that idea, and now you're going to run with it. And how do you feel? You feel
Well,
like February's good, right?
I feel like January is so in flux for me. There's so much travel that I'm doing that I can't really create that consistent sleep schedule until February. So we're doing the February start like you recommended.
So smart.
There you go.
See?
It's a rhythm. It's a rhythm. When you start January, you think, okay, I have all these new things I want to do. And then you have to remember you have to get back into the swing of things before you start taking on these new things. So that's why I just swore off the resolutions in January. I said, nope.
But you just got in a rhythm today, you were saying.
A little bit, yeah. So we're kind of finally back into it. It's, the start of the work week. We got the boys back at school. Michelle and I back at work. So we're starting to kind of get back into it where, it might take, like you were saying, Tricia, a month before you can add in those resolutions. And mine, I don't have any resolutions, but I did pick up the book last night, and I started reading again just to get back into that.
Do you want to share the title of the book? I mean, it's okay if it's comic strips.
No, it's not. It's worse than that. So I can't remember the title. I mean, I just so what it's about is you got Albert Einstein, right? Everybody looks at him, and there was somebody that was supporting and tutoring him because he knew the concept of what he wanted to show, but he didn't have the math or the physics yet to be able to go ahead, write it down, and express that to the rest of the world. So he had a tutor, and she was a female, a really bright, intelligent. She was one of the only, in Germany at the time, one of the only people to have a degree and a master's in mathematics, and she was his tutor. So it's her story about how she supported Einstein getting to that point where he could talk about general relativity,
that word,
and going through that kind of.
Is it called Einstein's Tutor by chance?
That's it.
There you go.
Now on the book list of all of Michiana. I love it.
Really good. Really good.
Hey, we want to put you on the spot, if we could. There's something that's formed along the Great Lakes, and we need to talk about it because a lot of people love to take pictures of the ice formations out on Lake Michigan. It is absolutely beautiful out there.
But don't step on it.
Yeah.
That could be dangerous, right, Matt?
Yeah. So we're not looking at the ice extent being all across Michigan, Lake Michigan, or anything like that. It's right against the shore, and we had a really cold December. Now, we've been out there before as a family. You can see the footage on your screen here. You don't want to walk on it. And when we went out as a family, it was safety first, which was we stayed on the beach where the sand was and looked out. And that is how we enjoyed it, because it is... It's beautiful, and it is very distinct to our area. It's something that you only get along the Great Lakes in this kind of concentration and size. So just make sure you're safe and you're careful with the ice shelf.
Well, I'm just impressed by our video alone.
Isn't that so cool?
Amanda, did you say that Emma Brott did the story? Was Katie out there, Katie Snodgrass, our drone operator, able to go out there and get this?
I know Emma posted them flying the drone yesterday on her
so
social
cool.
media. So cool to see those above the ice shelf shots, because I mean we usually see it from the shoreline, so that was super cool. But I know even if you're standing near the ice, you can't tell quite how deep or how deep that layer is. So that's one reason why you really shouldn't step on the shelf, just because it's invisible to the eye to see how deep that layer is. And we're warming up, right, Matt?
Yeah, it's not a great time for ice in general. Usually coming out of winter into spring, we talk about ice safety and ice going fishing out on the ice and how dangerous that can be. We're kind of in that territory where it looks like it's thick, and then you get a 40, 50-degree day, and it really thins out. And you can't really tell with the naked eye exactly what's going on, so it's best just to stay off the ice for at least a week, as these temperatures are going to be above average.
All right. Well, guys, we need to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about some fun things that the morning show's been dipping into, right?
Break in the morning show, break in the ice.
All right. We'll be right back.
Dun, 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 dun.
You're watching our morning stretch. Hi, everyone.
Thankfully, we're not live.
Yes, we are.
Thankfully, we're
We
not.
are live right now.
Oh.
Yeah, morning stretch with
morning.
Tricia Sloma, Amanda Prokowski. We've got Matt Engelbrecht over there as well.
Hello.
Oh, yes.
We're going to talk now about something that's hit about every family, it seems. At least over the holiday break, a lot of families got sick.
Yeah.
Flu, COVID, it's going around. Cases, definitely mask up if you are feeling any symptoms and are going out, or just stay home, preferably.
It's tough, and you want to know what you're dealing with. So I've seen a lot of pictures over on social media or just within our family, not our immediate family, the multiple, whether it was the flu or whether it was COVID, just all these tests, trying to figure out exactly what you're dealing with.
Well, and I think most people, during, if they catch a cold or something during any time of the year, maybe I'm just speaking in terms of my family, we don't necessarily test all the time, but when you're going to be around immunocompromised elderly grandparents, right? I mean, that's when people start to get concerns like, well, do I go visit grandma or not over the holidays?
Right.
I better test. So I think that's what people are doing. And I think they figured it out really quick. People got really sick over the holidays.
We even had people affected at our studio, not able to come into work, just really down for the count. It seems like it's almost a worse variant this year, just really creating super grogginess was a general feeling that was expressed in the newsroom.
Yeah.
Luckily, we've been blessed, the three of us that haven't gotten it. So
Seriously.
Being able to stifle it a little bit. Our other meteorologist, Andrew Whitmire, he was, as forecasts and meteorologists do, looking ahead. He sent out an email yesterday. He put a whole bunch of just cleaning supplies in the weather center just to say, hey,
That seems so Andrew.
when you get done, just wipe it down and
don't mind.
We'll try to get ahead of it. So
Right.
certainly thank him for thinking ahead, thinking forward, and trying to keep the germs out.
Okay, so I was at the grocery store the other day, and funny story,
What'd you
I
get?
was.
Did you get anything good?
I didn't get anything good.
she didn't get the flu.
No, I didn't get the flu. There was a woman ahead of me, and she was masked, but she was telling everyone around her, she's like, this is my first day out in feels like several days, because she had been down with the flu. And she said, we're out of food. I had to come to the store, but I'm feeling so great now. She was just so elated to be out and about. The woman behind me says, yeah, well, I just got out of the hospital. And she talked about how she and her daughter were both hospitalized, dehydrated because of the flu. So, I mean, it's something to take seriously. Dehydration is obviously one of the side effects, and you can get quite sick. So make sure you're drinking lots of fluids,
That's
no
right.
matter what you have.
And more than just ending up hospitalized, I know in Illinois, the first reported child death was actually reported this morning from flu. So just really try to take precautions, anything to avoid getting sick, or just when you start feeling those symptoms, make sure to get checked out by the right medical professionals for sure.
Yeah, and I think it's important that while the numbers are high, Indiana and also across the United States, just an important reminder that as we get back into January, the cold part of January, a lot more people are going to be coming back inside. So this week, everybody's back to work, everybody's back to school. We have warm temperatures. 2 weeks from now, everybody's going to be coming back inside because of the cold air, the 30s coming in next week. So just a reminder that as we go through this week, start practicing washing the hands, masking up. Certainly you can do that just to try and stay safe and keep those germs to yourself.
Hey, the mask even keeps you warm, when you get the hot air blowing back at you. I think that was one reason freshman year when we were all wearing the COVID mask that I wasn't so cold in South Bend, is because you get your hot air back at you. So it's like a little face warmer.
Yeah. Well, we're going to take another short break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about some sports, some exciting things that we can talk about, and what we're looking forward to in the days to come. All right? Welcome back to the morning stretch, everyone. Tricia Sloma, Matt Engelbrecht, and Amanda Perkowski. We are so glad you could join us. This is live, by the way.
Let's go. It's our first live one.
I love it. You know what? There's so many exciting football games coming up in the days ahead. I am just, is everyone keeping track of that? And the transfer portal for crying out loud?
It's a lot. We had Kenny Minchie we thought he was going to Nebraska, and then pivot, never mind. I didn't even realize you could turn over your transfer, but it makes sense.
Your commit?
Yeah.
Okay, now wait a minute. Yeah. Is that a done deal?
You never know.
So
get a better offer.
The definition of committed. I mean, 5 years ago, we didn't really understand what it meant. You had a verbal commitment, you had a written commitment, you could bring those commitments back. So in general, the word committed has really gone through the paces, and just in the last 2 years because of NIL, like what we're seeing with Minchie, committed does not necessarily mean I'm coming to your team.
Right. Okay.
And the pool is bigger than ever, too. We have over 4,000 college football players right now in the transfer portal, which is the biggest we've ever seen. So it feels like it seems like this trend is only going to continue as these NIL deals continue to increase. So we'll just have to see how this shapes college football.
Of course, college football, but also you talk about the word commit. Yeah. What about these high school athletes and their choices to go to college? Can that does it water down the word for high school commits too?
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Right?
And, and I've seen a couple of comments, even Muffet McGraw. She was talking about just student athletes and how we're forcing them to, not really forcing them, but they're having to make real adult decisions while they're still trying to feel out what it's like to become an adult. And that's a very precarious position to put student athletes in. You're already juggling the student part of being an athlete, and now you're throwing money into it. There's just a lot of stuff, especially right now. I think, Tricia, didn't you call it the Wild West?
It's the Wild West of the transfer portal. Oh, it's just nuts.
Yeah. You can follow all of the transfer portal madness, though, on our website at WNDU. We actually have a transfer portal tracker, so you can see all the latest. You can see that Minchie went to Nebraska, and now he's to Kentucky, we think. So make sure to check that out for all the latest updates.
All right. So a lot of people are going to be traveling down south, Atlanta, hosting the Peach Bowl Friday night. Wow, this is going to be exciting. And I know of people who are going to that game. I mean, this is excitement. This is history in the making. Yep. IU fans are loyal. They want to go. What's the weather going to be like for them?
You got to be all in. I mean, at this point, you look at how many years it has been since IU football has been on this stage. So if you're traveling, if you're driving or you're flying, there is going to be a system coming through here Thursday night and into Friday. So you should be in good shape if you leave Thursday morning and you're driving. You're going to be driving to the southeast, so down towards Atlanta, which should keep you out ahead of any significant weather. But there is going to be some thunderstorms. There's going to be a low pressure system working across the United States Thursday night and into Friday for us. Which if you're doing some traveling, depending on when you're traveling, you may be impacted by it.
Well, that's good news for our Jackson Neal, because our sports coordinator, he'll be traveling down there for all the coverage of that big rematch against Hoosiers in Oregon. I know that Indiana came on top last time with the win 30-20 when Oregon was actually ranked higher. Now Indiana's going in this one as the higher seed, so excited for the Hoosiers there. But before even that game, the first round of the college football playoff, not first round, but the first game that will be played in this round of the bracket will be Miami versus Ole Miss. And Ole Miss and Miami both had those big upsets, so this will be an exciting one to look out for while you're traveling. If you're stuck in the airport, I'm sure lots of people will be tuning into the Fiesta Bowl.
Well, and this weekend is just going to be full of football because the Chicago Bears taking on the Packers at Soldier Field. And Matt, you say weather could be a factor in this game.
I'm taking a back seat to it as a meteorologist since I don't have any Lions fan. It's like, okay, go play your game. Well done. So cold front, similar to Thursday night and a Friday, a cold front's going to be coming through a Saturday night, and kickoff is set for 8 o'clock. So there's three things that we're watching. Mixed precipitation is in the forecast, so that means some rain, some snow. Cold temperatures around freezing at kickoff at Soldier Field. And then, of course, Tricia, you were pointing this out, the kicking game. There's going to be some wind as well.
I believe in Santos. Santos strong. I do support my Bears, so I'm excited for that matchup. But it's crazy because the Packers and the Bears are just coming off a loss, just showing how strong the NFC North was this year. I think all could have done well in the playoffs, to be honest.
And it's really, I mean, look at how good these teams are. I mean, they're winning things in the last few seconds. These are close matches. This is going to be good football to watch.
It might be a couch weekend, guys.
I think so.
Cold front comes through Saturday and Sunday. You're absolutely right.
All right. Well, enjoy and make it a great day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us on this live stream and have a great day. Thanks from the Morning Stretch.